If you're doing a daily marketing podcast, do something like this, right? Don't forget about SEO. It's important, right? For us, for marketing school, what we're doing is we're reaching out to a lot of marketing software companies, and we're mentioning their tool, and we're giving away like one annual subscription. And in exchange, they're going to promote to their list. Maybe they have 100,000 people or 200,000 people on it, and it's a win-win-win for both sides. Our audience gets something, they get almost died again, and they get promotion to 580,000 people a month. And at the same time, it's just a win across the board. So that's what we're trying to do, and it's actually been working out really well. So if you have a marketing tool that you'd like us to maybe mention on marketing school, just reach out to me afterwards. So here's how you actually win at SEO with podcasting. So at the same time, we created a domain called marketingschool.io, and we just started cross-posting auto-posting our show notes to a WordPress blog. We didn't do any link building, we didn't do anything, it's just auto-posting, right? Looks like a piece of crap. But it's okay, because it works. So this thing right here, you can see there's a play button, and then you can also play it on SoundCloud, you can play it on iTunes, Stitcher, and each and every episode, we just keep posting it. And we're gonna repurpose this later, but it's just good that this is constantly going. So here, you can see, we're just going up and to the right. We're not building any links, it's just pure content, right? We might eventually start to expand stuff, we might actually start to put more time into it, but this is a good placeholder. If you're doing a daily marketing podcast, do something like this, right? Don't forget about SEO, it's important, right? Clayton just emphasized how important SEO is. The last thing right here, you probably can't see this, but I recommend Googling it. This is the content reusage workflow. The creator of this, her name is Aleda, and she's a great international SEO. And the thesis behind this is basically, if you're going to spend money on buying a car, for example, you're not going to drive it for just 30 days and leave it, right? You want to maximize the mileage on it. You want to maximize the use of it. So when you're producing a piece of content, you spend a couple $100 in my instance. You want to figure out, okay, if I create a webinar, can I make it into blog posts? Can I make it into a speaking engagement, right? Can I make more social images from it? How do I maximize the value of my content? How do we maximize the mileage of this piece of content, right? I think we all need to be thinking about it, because I think a lot of us in here, I'm guilty of this too, is just you spend this money on content and it just goes out there to die. And it's pretty sad that we spend all that effort and then we move on to the next thing. So we got to figure out how to maximize it. And I think this might be a full-time role in the future, because we're putting a lot of effort into repurposing right now, and our traffic is just starting to skyrocket. So the other one is making sure that you have someone write your show notes. This is around marketingschool.io. There is a company called The Show Notes Guy. So I recommend checking them out. They do a lot of podcasting show notes, and they're pretty knowledgeable in the space. And you can also transcribe your stuff too. Just go to Rev, that's REV.com, or you can go to scaleapi.com too. You pay 50 cents on every single minute. I can't see how much time I have.
5 minutes.
Great. All right. So I'm going to roll through this really quick. So next up, this is the bonus right here. This is Facebook Messenger ads. So how many of you have seen a Facebook Messenger bot live? Okay, so about 20% of you. Okay, so this is interesting. I think this is another thing to jump on right now, because a lot of people are going to start to abuse this soon, because us marketers like to abuse things and pollute things. This is definitely going to happen. So all of you should create a Facebook Messenger bot. But the question is, why? Because you can get, first of all, you can get 70% open rates, and then you can get 50% click-through rates. So these are engagement rate numbers that you have not seen probably since the beginning of email, probably since we're, 20 years ago, right? So if you want something like this, you gotta be creating a messenger bot right now, and I'll show you what our workflow looks like. I don't have enough time to show you how to set it up. But basically, people are seeing this ad right now. It's, hey, we studied over 1 million backlinks on Airbnb, Udemy, Lyft, Workday. Just leave a comment below if you want to get access to this, right? And you want to see how these great companies do SEO. And you can see here, 71 comments, about 140 people that have engaged with it in terms of liking it. You should be checking this out. This is the very top of the funnel, right? How do you get people to engage? I'm running this towards retargeting traffic and cold traffic too. And what happens afterwards is that once you leave a comment, you get a message immediately, and it qualifies you, right? So it says, hey, thanks for opting into our list. By the way, type 1, 2, or 3 for the thing that applies most to you. So it can be, number 1, I don't have a business. Number 2, my business has less than 5 million in revenues. Number 3, my business has more than 5 million in revenues. And you can see I've entered 3 over here. And when I enter 3, this is what happens. There's a little GIF right there, and it says, you're awesome. Here's how you can get access to the 1 billion backlinks case study. And just a link, they can go to the site. I've added a UTM tracking parameter to it, and so I know where people are coming from, right? And then afterwards, they're actually opted into my nurture sequence. So think of this as your email list. And again, I can add GIFs. I can add videos as well. I have a little fox that pops up saying, hi, thanks again for being part of our community, and here's other stuff. If you want more marketing stuff, by the way, right, here's more value. Marketing school, growth podcast, YouTube channel, right? So I'm just trying to overwhelm them with value in the beginning. And I'm not trying to ask you to, hey, like, come buy our stuff, right? It's, hey, how much more value can I give you? How much more can I serve you, right? And by the way, you can also unsubscribe anytime you want, and then they're off your list forever. So there's many other possibilities as well, but I just want you to pay attention to where this is going. So this broadcasting to people, you can. Right now, I can send a broadcast, like an email broadcast to people, and the open rates are really high, which is the numbers that I gave you earlier. Video tutorial sequence, too. You want to get even more personal, you can do that. Blog to RSS broadcast. There's just so many different possibilities. Just think of email with higher engagement. That's how you should think about messenger ads. Tools to use, I'll just give you one. I'll make it easy. ManyChat is a tool that I've been using. You don't need to know how to code. You pay $10 a month to set it up. Get to 500 subscribers, you're going to start paying more. But you're going to save your developers, your engineers time. Check out ManyChat. And if you actually want access to the 1 million backlinks case study, it's right here. All you need to do is just go to bit.ly and then go to the backlinks-study, and you can get access to the 1 million backlinks case study. And there's about 5 right now, but we're doing 10 total. So that's it. I think I have a minute.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.